Hello and happy new year. It is the 1st of January 2023 and I thought what better time to get back into vlogging my prep series. Long story short, I was prepping for 3 months last year, but my competition got cancelled, like the whole federation went under. I'm competing again. The show date will be March the 6th. I'm gonna ask Siri in a second how many weeks out I am because I actually don't know how many weeks out I am. But I've been prepping since, again, far out. I'm not great with the data right now. I don't know, start of December, I'm not sure, something like that. I've just asked Siri and it is 18 weeks until my comp date. So there are a couple of things. The first is that I thought I was gonna have to change my posing routine, but I don't really. There's just like one tweak I needed to make. When you do your eye walk in the federation that I'm competing in, which is the MBA, you only get 3 poses, whereas with the federation I was doing previously, you get 4. So I just had to delete one, and I'm really proud of myself that I had the confidence to like figure out what I wanted to do with my posing on my own. I have watched multiple hours of people posing, competitors posing, so I can see what looks good. I know what looks the best on me, so I've chosen my 3 best poses for that, which is really exciting. And then of course you do all 4 of them when you're doing the quarter turns. Okay, so that's where I'm at with that. Food, since I started this deficit, and again I can't remember when, I don't know when, must have been the start of December, I think. No, it was like the 2nd week of December. We've just been on the same calories the whole time. I didn't have like a diet break or anything across Christmas. I've got a feeling my coach may have like factored in maybe that I was gonna eat a little bit more, but we didn't have a conversation about it because we've been working together for like 6 years and he knows me very, very well. And it's like, if you give and I, as a coach, I understand this too. If you specifically give someone a refeed or a diet break, depending on their personality type, they may use it and give a little bit more room than you wanted. So it's one of those things where if you think that they might, you might not, because you know that they'll have a little bit more anyway. Yeah, it's really, really interesting, but I know he knows me well. Just the fact that I've been a little bit more flexible than I would like over the last week or so, but we're 18 weeks out, whatever, it's fine. If I put myself in a situation where I have to dig a little bit deeper, I don't care, it's all good, it's fine. So I'm off to go train now. I actually did kind of want to talk about this a little bit because I think sometimes people might think, you know, personal trainers, especially personal trainers who are competitors, will like absolutely love the gym all of the time and it never gets boring. I love the kind of training that I do and I don't want to change it for anything. I don't like powerlifting. I don't want to do CrossFit. I don't want to do any other sort of training. I love this style of training. And at the same time, my like desire or that feeling of like enjoyment or excitement to train, I don't reckon has been here for like 3 or 4 years. And I've been training consistently now for 7 years. And I reckon the last 3, probably since I got glandular fever, that kind of just fucked me up. In like 2019, I went down to about 30 sets a week. And after that, yes, I did go jump pretty quickly into a powerlifting prep. But just, I mean, and that helped a little bit, I guess. But ever since then, I just kind of meh, just a bit meh. I was thinking this week, because it's been like years of feeling like this, right? And it hasn't meant I have not trained, you know, I have been training. It's just been like something that I do because I know, apart from the more immediate benefits that are, I guess, the more fun parts, like I love building muscle, I love seeing the strength gains on my programming. I also know that it's really important for my health long term and my strength long term and prevention of fractures and like bone density, mobility and functionality. Like that's one of the biggest reasons why I train, the non-sexy stuff of knowing how important it is for me in the future and to stay healthy. Like really, really important to me. It's a value that's like right up there. But it would be nice to enjoy it. It would just be nice to enjoy it a little bit. And especially in a comp prep, because I know I'm totally sweet now and I'm probably going to be sweet up until I reckon about the 10-week out mark. So I've probably got 2 more months of feeling fine. And then I reckon maybe the 10-week out mark, I'll probably start to get like tired and pissed off and irritable. But I'd like to kind of be enjoying training by then. So I was thinking this week, because it's the holidays, I'm on holidays from work, like I gave myself 2 weeks off. that maybe I would just do some more fun things. So all of the movements that I'm doing are actually in my program, but doing them on different days and in kind of different orders and maybe different rep ranges. And the reason for that is, like I said, I like the way I train. I like hypertrophy based training. It's not so much the exercises that are in my program, it's just the monotony, I think, of just fucking doing the same stuff over and over again because it works, but for 7 years. And I've always said that I'm the queen of not being bored, but feeling a little bit like that the last few years. And it's like, fuck it, I've got 2 weeks off work. Maybe I should just treat this as like a holiday period. And again, as long as I'm training to an RIR of, 210, what does that mean? So it just means training close to failure. It's going to be the most important thing for someone like me who has been training for so many years. And my form's really good across the board. My form's really good at those RIRs as well. I'm going to get a benefit from it. Even if it's just 2 weeks of moving things around the program, maybe adding some things in that aren't there, it's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. So I'm going to go to the gym. I will probably add in a few clips for you. Then I want to show you a new tripod I got just in case you're looking for one. And I also want to show you a cool posing bikini I got actually from Glassons, which you wouldn't believe it. It was only $35 for the bikini, whereas the posing bikini is like $120. And the bikini I want to buy for show date is going to be like over $1,000 for one show, because I'm only doing one show. Fuck it, it's like really important to me and I want it to be nice. So let's get this day started. We made it to the gym. My pre-training ritual, as you guys would know, please don't mind all of this polystyrene in the back. It's a very long story and it's gonna be gone soon. But doing my little amp up, which like I said before, hasn't seemed to work, but we're doing it. And although I'm gonna change this for something else soon. I ordered some I don't know, something else, because just the bubbles with training, it's not that great. A few quick tips with putting on knee sleeves. You can see there that I folded the bottom and then folded the top over. This is going to be the easiest way to get them on. I'm actually not at a position where they're too tight for me anymore, but if they are, wearing long socks or leggings is going to help you get them on way easier. But basically you want a whole bunch of the material to pass your leg when you'll put it on. So you'll see what I mean when you watch me doing this. Other one here, I'm folding it over, folding the bottom down, putting it on, and then my hands are right underneath that bottom part and I'm trying to get it up as high as I possibly can. So that is a tip that will help you. The next thing I wanted to talk about was making sure you're at a gym where the machines suit you. So I actually have 2 gym memberships, and one of them is because the leg press at the other gym is just too big for me. And you'll see even in this one, if I had it on that top setting, I'd have to like calf raise it off, which is not great. But this particular 45-degree leg press at this gym is absolutely perfect for me. And this machine and the glute drive, which I'm going to show you soon, is one of the big reasons why I actually have 2 gym memberships. And I know that that's a luxury and not everyone can do that, but it is really important to think about do you need to modify any movements so that they fit your anatomy? Or can you experiment with different gyms? And the final thing I wanted to say here is, you'll see me, I've just done a bunch of ramp ups, and then this is the first set that I am actually tracking. So make sure that you're not just tracking your ramp up sets. In this clip, what I wanted to show you was just how to get on straps, because I think a lot of people use them and actually may not use them properly. So I am winding it around multiple times with the dumbbell, and this is to ensure that they won't come off. The other thing I wanted to say is this is a glute focused lunge. So you'll see that I'm stepping back and my shin is remaining vertical. And this is how we create a glute focused lunge as opposed to a quad focused lunge. Here I just wanted to show you that I'm actually using my knee sleeve under this strap to make this glute bridge or the glute drive way more comfortable. The other thing that I think is really important to note as I go through this movement is just to watch the position of my head and my neck, because So many people are making the mistake of looking up to the ceiling, and we just don't want that spine to be at risk of hyperextending, which is where we can get to if we start looking up at the ceiling. This 45-degree extension, I just wanted to show you, I'm actually a little bit short for this machine, but you can see that I've tried to do my best by standing on a 20-kilo plate to try and get me up a little bit higher so I can get that full extension at the bottom of the movement. I kind of failed, but I've done my best. Alright, I am home and showered. We're going to wrap this vlog up, but first of all, I did want to show you the bikini that I got as best as I possibly can. So this was from Glassons, and it was $35. $35. Cheap, that's why I'm saying that, for both the top and the bottom. Now, this is not a bikini that I'm going to be wearing at the beach. It's just like the bottoms are a little bit too skimpy, if I can, you probably can't really tell. But they have what I love, which is the adjustable straps on the bottoms, which is really helpful for comp prep. But they're skimpy enough to kind of like mimic what my bikini will look like. And I'm thinking of having a blue bikini anyway, probably more that blue than this. But I went in wanting a black bikini. There's my cat. I went in wanting a black bikini, but they didn't have any left in stock, but they did have this sparkly blue, and I was like, absolutely want to get that. Can I make any comment on if it would be useful for swimming in? I don't know, man. I really don't know if this should be getting wet, but I don't need it for that. I'm just going to use it for comp prep, for posing. So can you just let me know in the comments section, in terms of these kinds of vlogs, do you like the training aspect? Do you like the posing aspect? Do you like me sitting down and talking about the process? Do you like learning a little bit more, like if I can relate what I'm doing to, say, you know, making those lessons more valuable outside of a comp prep, whether it be training or food or being in a fat loss phase, or like mindset around being in a fat loss phase? If you would let me know in the comments so I can craft these videos to what you guys want, that would be amazing, because at the moment it's like I'm kind of just doing what I like to see in these kinds of vlogs. But with that being said, thank you so much for joining me on this vlog, and I will see you next week.